Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We are currently in full FD prep. We are leaving later tonight to head up to Sugo in Sendai, where we're going to be competing with the comp car. We broke so much stuff when we got hit in that accident in the top 32 battle. So much stuff was bent. You'll have to look at my Instagram to see all of that. But that aside, today I want to focus on Supra content and UpGarage content. Two things I know you guys love. You love a MK4 Supra and you love UpGarage and seeing what kind of car parts are for sale in Japan. Plus, I also want to talk to you guys and kind of just enjoy driving this car. We've actually made a fair few nice minor changes to this that have changed the drivability of the car. So let's go take it for a ride. I'm going to put one of my little mics in the engine bay so you guys can hear the turbo. Let's get to UpGarage and see what's available. It's the start of the month, which means it's the perfect time to go. There should be a lot of parts available. Let's see how this thing sounds. Love how easy this thing starts. First thing you gotta notice, nice fresh Nardi wheel, 350 deep dish, NRG quick release. I am not sold on the deep dish. I actually want to get more of like a flat kind of one. So it'd be nicer if it was just a little bit further this way, just with how much this has come forward. But this is a game changer compared to the wheel that used to be on here, if you guys remember. This is perfectly sized for this thing. Otherwise though, car is looking nice. Needs a bit of a vacuum, but let's go take this thing for a drive and hopefully the audio that we're picking up is amazing. One thing that I really love about this car too is its ice cold AC. This thing was so good when we were driving it through South Korea. Yo, Subaru GC8, let's freaking go. Why is it that after we go and make a video about Subarus, now that's all I can see? For a G4900, this car is so responsive. It's great. Low boost setting, no any lag or nothing turned on at the moment. We're just chilling. This thing rips. But you guys know, we got that little 4 keypad there that does all the fun stuff. It's all mixed in there with my receipts. Seriously, one of the best things that you could ever do is put a Link ECU on one of your cars, because you can get the normal drivability of a daily, but then at literally just adding one of those little CAN keypads, be a 4-button, a 6-button, or a 12-button or whatever, you can add so much controllability, enabling motorsport modes and stuff like anti-lag, launch control, and all that kind of stuff, as well as boost levels and whatnot. So much stuff that you can do with those things, just a Link ECU and adding a CAN control little keypad. It's freaking awesome. I love that we're at this point with technology, and it just keeps getting better and better and better with every update and every new bit of equipment that they're bringing out. But anyways, what an insane blessing it is to literally be working 2 minutes away from Japan's biggest UpGarage. If you guys don't know what UpGarage is, it's essentially a used car parts shop. It's like a pawn shop for car parts. Motorbike parts as well, wheels and tires, obviously everything pretty much under that umbrella. And they have been doing this for years and years and years. We've done a whole video with them, like a documentary on the history of UpGarage and their future expansion plans and stuff. But this store is awesome because it's 3 stories, and they also have another building outside that's dedicated to wheels and tires. It's right there. And then behind that is Tomei Powered, the real Tomei Japan. Still blows my mind to see American cars over here. That Corvette, sort of school bus back there, if you can just see the top of it. These guys have been selling a ton of American stuff. Look at that Silverado. What on earth? Although these Volvo station wagons, I don't know why, but every time I see one, I want to buy one and put a 2J in it. Make a drift wagon. I have no idea why that thought pops in my head, but it does. One of the older ones, one of the older Volvo boxy station wagons. That'd be so cool. Ooh, Kling 33, 180 pulling out of UpGarage. UpGarage is just a good place to come to as well, because you're going to meet people that are into cars, you're going to see a bunch of cool cars here usually. And like I said, you want to come here at the start of the month or the very end of a month, because that's when all the good parts are there. Let's find a nice park for this thing. Something photogenic would be nice, hey? Dude. It still blows my mind how much we got this thing for and how much these things are worth now. Plus the fact that there was actually nothing wrong with it. It's wild too, because the previous owners, because it was exchanged multiple times and sold as a non-running Supra, every shop kept telling them that it had a blown motor. So I don't know who diagnosed it, but anyways, we lucked out in the end. There's a lot of stuff I want to change. I want to get rid of these Aero catches, go back to a clicking hood and change the Aero kit to a redox kit probably from Maxarito. There's so many different things on this kit, like top secret hood, border racing fenders, C-West front bumper, and then Vilside side skirts and rear end. But it's also like totally sex spec in early 2000s tuner cars, so I also love it. Anyways, we're here to go into UpGarage. Let's go into UpGarage, find some parts. And then I also want to have a little bit of a chat with you and try to encourage you and tell you about some cool stuff that's been happening in my life that's really had a great effect on everything that I'm doing. And then also, you've been seeing some of those results happening in FD. Whenever I'm here, I'm torn. Do I go and start in the wheel section first, or do we go into the big building? But usually I always end up in the wheel section. I hope the ultrasonic cleaner that they use for cleaning wheels and tires doesn't come through the audio, because that would really hurt earphone users. But let's quickly zip past it. And I do want to apologize. There's a mark somewhere on my lens here. I've been shooting everything on my iPhone recently, and I don't know what happened, but something stuck inside the phone and the camera, and I have Apple Care, so we're just going to switch the phone out soon. So please bear with me on that. Dang, they've actually got a pretty okay lineup in here at the moment. Ooh, cranes. Ooh, everything's been shuffled around. I like this, I like this. Last time I was here was a couple of weeks ago. Everything looks good. 32 GTR wheels with Shiva tires, 16. 109,000. That's so cheap now with the exchange rate, USD. Wild. I don't know. I want to say that's like almost 650, 700 bucks. But also, those used to be like a full set with new tires, 200 bucks back in the day when I first moved here. I still hate that I sound like a boomer. Oh man. Reminiscing over all the cheap stuff when I first moved here. It was crazy to think that 32 GTRs were $5,000 a pop back then. Dude, these are nice. Brand new Kenders, brand new TEs. Sheesh, these are sick. 369,000. Some nice Advan RZs. 19s. Ooh, wait. 9J. Ooh, they're 50 though. Dang it. Can't use those. Sheesh. These OG RC2s, not bad. Offset's kind of 7.5J. Good. Yeah, I mean, it's also 5x100, so it's really for like an 8.6 BRZ. I hate that they did that with the, the GT86 or the 8.6 BRZs. They definitely should have been 5x114. I mean, that's why everyone makes conversion hubs now. You just switch the hubs out. Nice SSRs. So many wheels here. Since we're here in the wheel section, good time to start our chat. So I want to talk to you guys and encourage you a little bit and just tell you a little bit about what's been happening with me this year. You've seen that our results in FD have drastically improved this year, and it all comes down to pretty much up in here. A lot of stuff that we've just been really working on and breaking down. I think I touched a little bit on it previously, but I had a lot of imposter syndrome stuff to work through, and then also just figuring out why I acted a certain way or how to control my emotions and feelings in the moment. Having ADHD definitely doesn't help a lot of that, but there are certain things that you can do and exercises you can do to really ground yourself and bring you back into the moment to make sure that you are acting, behaving, and doing what you should be in those moments, right? In other words, performing, right? Because that's what we're doing at FD. Driving with your friends is one thing, but the moment you have judges watching you, a crowd watching you, a live stream watching you, it's a very different feeling, right? Competing is very different, and you can't get competition seat time too. Plus, on top of that, you're trying to drive 1,000 horsepower plus car around tiny little tracks that really weren't meant for that. I'm very, very excited about this next round because we're finally on another big track that's suited for big horsepower cars. But yeah, the results this year have really spoken for themselves. There's been a big improvement in my mental state and being able to actually do what I know we always could have done. It was just a matter of, I guess, getting the help I needed, talking to someone, talking through everything that was going on in my head and realizing what was what to label it, how to deal with it, and how to move forward, right? Encouragement was a big thing, and obviously, I am so grateful. Honestly, it is so important that you make sure you have the right people around you in your little group of friends that are going to uplift you, encourage you, hold you accountable is a very big important thing, but obviously just be honest with you all the time and being able to help each other move through things like this. You want those people around you that are lifers, right? Now, anyways, I don't want to talk too much about that, but what I do want to encourage you with is this channel has always been about me reaching these goals in my life, right? Of let's see if I can do this. From the very first trailer video we made on the channel, it was all like, hey, come join the journey. Watch me try to get into competitive drifting. Let's see if I can even do this, right? And then through hard work, dedication, and committing, we actually did it. It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild to me because I have no racing background. I don't come from a wealthy family. I struggled a lot in school. I struggled a lot in my early, I guess, adult years and stuff, trying to figure out what I wanted to do with myself. And now somehow we're in Japan competing in FDJ1, got an amazing wife, who's Japanese, by the way, I don't know if you know, and now got a son as well, and some really cool cars. So please look at what we do and think to yourself, what is that one thing that I gave up on or thought was unattainable or unreachable? I just want to encourage you guys, set your mind on those goals and start working at it little by little and just start doing it. That's the biggest hurdle. Anyways, let's go look at some more car parts. I know this is like weird motivational stuff, but you can do it. Get those right people around you. Let's go inside. Let's see what they've got because the shelves are looking pretty packed, I'm not gonna lie. Look at this stuff. What is that thing? It's a big old turbo. What is a PQY turbo? Interesting. Looks like a China kind of TO4 style turbo. Oh, it's for an RB20, 25, 30. What, 30? Huh. I guess it does look like the twin kind of rear housing for an RB. Random clutch XCD. So these are cool because a lot of people use these for JZXs. They want to lower the car but still have good suspension travel. So what they'll have to do is they have to cut and shorten the spindle here. So they chop it out and then weld that in place. Pretty cheap, but they're not shuck-in legal. So really not meant for street cars, but if you want to switch them out every time you do your inspection every 2 years, then I guess you'll get away with it. What's this oil pump? Suzuki? Little cappuccino oil pump and water pump used for like, I don't know, 10 bucks US pretty much, 15. Alternators. Dude, what is this, a little counter shaft or something? What is this for? Gear differential. Oh, probably for a counter shaft and the diff or something for like a front wheel drive. It says here, oh, this is for an MRS. This is for an MR2. Huh. Interesting. I don't know anything about those, but yeah, front wheel drive trans. Hiker system for Skyline, probably 34, judging by the looks of that. 34 GTT or R200, no, Subaru diff. Whoa, actually what? Huh? This is so expensive. Interesting, okay, WRX. I think this is the expensive like OEM option diff, but I don't really know too much about Subarus yet, guys. You guys know, we only just filmed a video there recently, but it makes sense, I guess. 380 bucks. Bunch of stock. What is this? A stock fuel pump? Nissan? What? It's got a part number there. Fuel pump assembly. Okay, that's kind of cool. Bunch of OEM Nissan fuel pumps, which blows my mind because everyone will just, you know, throw like a Walbro, or in our case, we'd always put a Dishworks in there because they're way better. Bonnet pins. There may actually be some Dishworks pumps here. I've seen a few here recently. Yo, what's this? What's this, what's this, what's this? Oh, Boost T, black. Okay, I'm buying this. I'm buying this. If this is a real deal, I'm buying it. I'm opening it to have a quick look inside. Dude, this is OG because it still comes with a mini disc. Oh my God, that's so 2001 era. Hey, shout out, put your hand up in the comment section if you ever got one of these stuck in a full-size disc. Reader. Oh man, those are the days. I'm buying this because this is cheap. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm buying this. I'm buying this, I'm buying this, I'm buying this. I always need one of these spare, just sitting, chilling, waiting. Well, I'm bringing parts back. Oh, there's some Dishworks pumps there. Literally what I was just talking about. That is hilarious. What are these, like DW400s? Dude, that's cheap. 35,000 Japanese yen, so about new retail price, I'd say. Maybe a little cheaper with the current exchange rate. That's cool. There you go. That's what I'd put in there. What is this? Crazy. Some kind of angle kit? Yeah, lower arm contraption thing. What's this for? For RC350? Was that like a Lexus or something? Huh. What? That's beefy as flip. That's cool. I really want to start getting into some new chassis, build some new chassis. Just had a quick chat to the staff, showed them some photos of some things at the shop I want to get rid of. And with the new app, you just scan your barcode and they'll send you a reply in like 24 hours and they'll let you know what they want to buy it for. That way I don't have to waste my time potentially bringing the parts here, waiting for like an hour for them to do the appraisal on them and then offer me how much they want to buy it for. And then maybe I take them back with me because I'm not happy with it, right? Super, super cool new system that makes life so much easier. And I can also, if I have his business card, I can call him up and tell him what I have and he'll send me a thing as well. So it's been really, really helpful with saving time, that's for sure. But lately, UpGarage has been buying stuff for decent money, like really good, decent money. And I don't know if that's just because the yen rate's so low and they just ship everything to the US stores now and they sell them and make more money. I don't know, but they've been buying stuff for like really good fair prices, like almost the same as what you'd sell it for on Yahoo. So much stuff. This is like my favorite corner because there's engines and stuff here. Bunch of drivetrain parts, propeller shafts or drive shafts. Look, another Hikus. No, that's a electric kind of combo. Mazda RX-8. Yeah, power steering rack. That makes sense. Bunch of go-kart wheels and tires. Old R154s. Some transmissions. Oh, that one's broken. R200 diff. Looks like this has a Cusco LSD two-way. That's cool. 83,000 JPY. And just quickly, if any of you guys see some parts in this video that you want or you need parts from Japan, please go to sammit.net and fill out the proxy form. And we'll be more than happy to help you guys get some parts. We've also been helping a lot of people. Obviously we charge a fee for this because we have to, before we ship a diff, we have to open it, clean it, remove every drop of oil, and then repackage it and ship it and stuff like that. Same with power steering pumps. Anything with oil in it cannot be shipped internationally. So we have a service where we do that. Same with factory steering wheels. We'll go through, remove the airbags and all that kind of stuff so it can be shipped internationally because you cannot ship airbags. It's super illegal. Bunch of other things like that. We've been helping customers get parts from Japan. But yeah, if you need anything guys, sammit.net. Also, if you want to support the channel and what we do, you can go grab some merch there as well. Bunch of cool collab shirts with HKS and things like that. So definitely check it out. Back onto parts now. Got a nice SR3. They all have the same damage there. Crazy. Mine in the Supra has got that too. I want to put a nice set of Bride reclinables in my Supra, but at the same time, I'd like to keep it a little bit original, keep the Recaros, but I don't know. The Bride reclinables, see if they've got one here now. The new Bride reclinables are so nice. They don't have one. Dang it. Be cool to show you guys what I'm thinking of putting in. Anyways, these STI seats. This one's worn, driver's side, but this one's nice. Dang, looks brand friggin' new. Not bad. That's expensive, but I guess somewhat new STI. 2 seats though for 71,000 makes sense. This can't be right. No way can this be right. This much damage? Why is this worth so much money? Is this a special model? Why is it 83,000? Or is that for this? No, what? I am so confused right now. Let's hang that back up there for them. Is there some reason why this is worth so much more money? It does look a little different, like the FRP design up here and stuff. It seems a little higher. I'm gonna Google this later, F33HMF. But 83,000 for something that cut up just seems wild. Ooh. Recaro SR3 EK9, 91,000 Japanese yen. What is the exchange rate right now? I need to check that real quick. This is only 560 US dollars. That's actually a pretty good deal. It's in pretty good condition. Needs a bit of a clean, but not bad. And then you got this, you know, H8 Subaru, GH8 Subaru seat for 4,000 yen, like $30. Oh man. What are these things out of? Whoa, they're still like, they're 31,000 yen. This one's cheaper. The Cobra. 13,000, I don't know, 80 bucks. I know my exchange rates are probably really far off, but if you want to know the real pricing, you can type it in Google. A lot of seat racks here. Sometimes you can get the right ones that you're looking for a decent price, like 20 bucks and stuff. RX-8 one's 20 bucks, that's crazy. EK. HE12, I wonder what that is. Tons and tons of seat rails here. R34. There's lots. Dude, that's like not even 10 bucks. That's for an S13. It's crazy. This is interesting. So this is the Brembo GR86 ZN8 OEM full kit, so rear and front. Brand new. Looks like it came off a brand new car. Like they just literally slapped on some endless brakes or something. 259,000 Japanese yen. Brand new set. It's crazy. Dude, look at this old HKS clutch. That's cool for Subaru. Why is it all of a sudden I'm seeing so much Subaru stuff now? I remember seeing these everywhere as a kid. And I remember someone showing like me a video or an article online where they proved that these were actually a scam and fake. But I used to be told when I was a kid that if you had this on your car, it stopped road sickness for those inside because all the static electricity would go into the ground as it dragged behind. I'm curious if anyone else was told that growing up. But yeah, that sounds like some snake oil kind of stuff. New car antenna? Does this even come with a wire? I don't think it does. Simple install sensor. Okay. Some stuff is weird. It's almost like those little like OBD2 plug-in things that say they save gasoline and they do absolutely nothing except flashing an LED. So much exhaust stuff here. Sheesh. Oh, what is that? Gray. Dang, titanium too. For Evo 7, 8 or 9 up the top there for 149,000 Japanese yen. Sheesh. I am petrified to know what would happen in a big earthquake with this wall. And what that would sound like too. Like, could you imagine? Oh my gosh. What's this? There's another titanium exhaust here. This thing looks really nice, actually. Sheesh. What is it? There's a little tag down here. Oh, here we go. Auto Service Morty. It's a R34, GTR R34 for 145,000 Japanese yen. So that's probably like 800 bucks. Maybe a little more, like 900. Not bad. Looks like a good titanium exhaust to me. Let's see what else we can find here. All the silencers. UpGarage comes in clutch every single time I need a gasket to stop an exhaust leak so we can pass shuck in. Also these things too, the different level exhaust hangers. So if you want to tuck it up higher and things like that. These multi ones too, game changer. So much stuff. It's crazy, I've been living in Japan for 11 years and still I come to UpGarage and my mind is blown with half of the stuff that we find here. Their tool section too is always a little bit of a trip. This is probably the craziest thing I've seen here recently. Some old school microscopes. It's a Nikon one. What's this one? I have no idea. This thing looks ancient, man. Very cool. What is this? Just a stainless steel box. Oh, got excited. I thought it might have been an ultrasonic cleaner for a second. What else have we got here? Just all the usual stuff. Some decent portable compressors, great for bringing to the track. They're not super good if you need to use a lot of air, but enough to like fill up your tires and stuff. So you can get some stuff done. Some nice vacuum cleaners. Sometimes it's good and worthwhile to have a quick look in here if you need any stuff, if you're like, heading up to Ebisu to work on a new drift missile you've purchased. It's sometimes good to pull in here and get an impact and stuff, but usually you're not going to find like tool sets. You'll find like specific things like power tools here. If you want tool sets or tools or specific things and car stuff like jack stands, it's best to go to Astro Products in Japan. This company here, there you go, even the compressor, yeah. Astro Products is the Harbor Freight of Japan, or the super cheap auto essentially. We're on the second floor now. This is all dedicated to motorbikes mainly, but I always like having a look at some of the bikes they have on sale. Here's this little thing. Very cool. I wish we had some kind of small form of transport like that for FT. Let's go up to the 3rd floor because that's where a lot more car parts are, like Aero and things like that. It's funny because they have a whole building dedicated to wheels and tires, and they still needed more room and took up the whole 3rd floor. This was initially just going to be like storage, dead storage. This was never meant to be like open to the customers. There's no aircon or anything up here. So that's why there's so many fans and blowers everywhere, trying to bring cold air up from downstairs. But it expanded so much. Bumpers, hoods, tons of stuff here. It's like a Jimny hood or something there. ER34 Skyline 2-door hood. That'd probably work too on like a GTT for 7,300 yen. That's crazy. Another R34 hood. Dang, 7,600 yen. So much stuff here. All the little like, you know, luggage holders that go on the roof. Bull bar. That would have been kind of cool to put on the Jimny. The spotlights too. Tons of Aero bumpers. Everything up the back there on the wall. Sometimes, yeah, look, I was gonna say, sometimes you can find some good subframes here. Sometimes they're not great subframes. This one's been repaired and welded and reinforced a few times. It's like a Nissan, like R200 diff one. Tons of stuff. This is where I find cheap wings if I want to put a wing on a missile. MRT, bumper, STI wings, roof racks too. Tons of stuff. Usually you find a lot of cheaper, older GT wings and stuff here. Sometimes some carbon ones, but they're big money. Like this big boy here. It's only 13,000 Japanese yen. Look how massive this thing is. Huge. Very cool. Man. It's crazy how much is in this store. Tons of parts. 34 front bumper, 34 rear bumper there. Lots of stuff here. Jeez. Ooh, carbon trunk for a GTR 33. 195,000 Japanese yen. That's a lot. Still not bad. Pretty good. Oof. Nice tires and wheels there for like a high ace or something. What was that? 5 by 139.7. What the flip is that for? Bizarre. PCD. Nice wheels. Already went through the checkout. Got my little boost controller valve. Oof, look at these cute little things. Yeah. Anyone visiting Japan, you're going to spend a couple hours here. There's just no way around that. Well, I got my thumbnail picture. We bought something and we looked at a ton of parts. And I already got the notification on the app. The guy actually is going to pay me like decent money for the stuff I showed him. So I'm going to probably bring that back when I get back from FT this weekend. Hope you guys enjoyed this little UpGarage update video, showing you guys a little bit more of the Supra and how much nicer it is to drive now. Next thing, I definitely want to put a nice ACT clutch in this thing. They've been working on some really cool new clutches that handle a lot of horsepower but drive like an OEM clutch, so they feel really good for street driving and drivability. Also, there's one thing I want you to take away from this is these days, I think people give up on their dreams, or when things get hard, they're so quick to quit and then just find something else, and then when that gets hard, they quit. I don't know if it's just me, but I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, and when it gets hard, you don't quit. You give it your all. So once again, you got those dreams and goals, guys, you know what to do. Lock in. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Ciao, mata.